This conference will now be recorded.
Hi all, Shivaji here. I welcome you all to Technical Analysis Mentorship Session 7 for the year 2022. Okay. Today we will discuss about the indices and the trades what we have taken last week, and maybe any presentation from one of you can also be discussed today. Okay, we will have a 60-70 minute discussion. Right, so let me start with Nifty. Okay, let us look at Nifty weekly chart. Okay, see, when we are in a downtrend, there was a good bullish piercing pattern almost. Okay, so it closed above the halfway mark of this candle. Okay, and the next candle was almost at the high of the previous candle. We just crossed it by small margin, but not a good uh, uh, confirmation. Okay, and then this candle, okay, actually broke the last two highs. All right, and then we got the bullish continuation of this, and also it filled the gap. And look at the last week candle. Okay, it is inside this candle now. Okay, this week candle was inside the last week range. So last week range was 15660 to 275. You can look at here. So this is an inside bar. Also it retested the previous breakout level. Okay, so around about 850 to 900 level. So last week low was 858. Okay, so this is the weekly chart, right? So when you connect the last major tops 16800 and 18100, we have already crossed it, and then now you see it retested it, right? So let us go to daily chart. In daily chart you can see it very clearly, right? So the gap area taken away, and there was a small gap here also at 16,011, right? That was also filled, and also it retested it, this zone. All right, so this zone, this high, and this high, look here. So this is tested. Okay, and look at the Friday candle. It did not break Thursday low. Okay, and what is the high? I think we did not cross the high, I believe 16,070. What is this high? Okay, so we didn't cross the Thursday high, but we were close to there by just 3 or 4 points, right? So, and if you look at the daily chart, right? If you look at the daily chart, we are making a higher top, higher bottom formation. Now, when we take out this high, okay, we took the long here. Okay, 15,900 we went long. Okay, the future level. Okay, the spot was somewhere around 880 or 85. Okay, so we went long just close to the bottom. Okay, and now we have kept this low as a stop loss because we are an uptrend. This high is crossed. Now that uh, the retest is made, hence we kept 15,500 as stop loss. Once we cross this high, okay, and now then our stop loss will shift to Thursday low. Clear? Any doubts? I hope not. Okay, so when we cross this high, from here our stop loss will shift to this low. So what is this low? 858. So let's say 850 or 800 levels. Okay, so we can keep this as a stop loss, and we can wait for 16,800 levels, right? And there is also a resistance coming around 550, that is 200 DMA, that we will see also. Okay, so when you look at the hourly chart, right, let us look at the hourly chart, see what happened. Right, so that is taken away. Now this fall is over. Okay, so once we cross 272 or this high, what is this high? This candle high, 275. Okay, I think sustaining about 250 to 275, the index can do much higher levels. So as per the hourly chart, now this correction is over, and you can keep this low as a stop loss when you cross this high. Okay, so this is how the Nifty is looking like. And even if you look at the daily chart, okay, and this is a channel. Okay, let us also look at this one interesting thing. All right, this low, okay, was broken here. Okay, so I was talking about false breakdown. Okay, but as I said, till we get back above this level and hold it on the retest, we can't call it. Okay, it's a post-mortem analysis, but now it seems that, during this retest, this red line is held. You can see very clearly it did not go below the red line, right? So this low trend line is held here easily. Okay, so now this was a false breakdown clearly, and we have crossed this trend line also. So the fall from this level 18,100 odd levels to 15,000 is now over. Okay, so clearly we are heading higher, right? And this gap also filled. Okay, there are no gaps here, there are no gaps on the downside. Now there are gaps here, 17,460 to 400. There is a gap here, 440 to 414. So there is a gap. I am expecting this gap to be filled. Okay, but first 16,500, 600, and then 16,800. So that is my level. So we will play for those targets, and then we will see how market reacts, or whether we will get a dip uh, from there. That we will see later on. All right, so now it is clearly looking like, we are in a uptrend, and SGX Nifty is also indicating at 16,200 on Monday. So we will continue to hold our longs, or maybe book some partially. If there is a chance of filling the gap on Monday, we will re-enter again. Okay, maybe we'll do some intraday trades also by selling our position and buying back. Okay, so this is how it is looking like. And now if you look at the channel size, okay, what is the channel size? Even I'll take the middle path. Okay, this is the channel now. Okay, now the breakout is done here. Look here where it is pointing. I think you will get it on the right side, 17,452. Is it not? So that's why I gave a target of 16,800 and 17,200, because this channel is looking like, having a target of 17,400 might be filled, and there is also a gap. So this gap is to be filled, and also this trend line, okay, coming from 18,600, 300, and everything. Okay. So it is coming around 17,800. So I believe this move will slowly, step by step, take the index to 17,800, right? As long as we are not breaching the previous low. Okay, that is the condition. So what I believe is slowly we should go here. We will take a resistance. Reason is, okay, we would have traveled from 15,200 to 17,800. So we might get a one more dip. Okay, probably 16,500 or whatever, we will see later on. So this is what I expect. So step by step, go there, hit that resistance again, dip 800,000 points or whatever. Okay, then give a breakout. Then this will be a super breakout. So it will be a 4 attempts. Okay, we will wait for this thing to happen. Okay, so this is what the scenario can happen going forward. So we will prepare for that. But as I said, for the time being, we'll go step by step. 16,500, 600, 16,800, 17,200, 17,400. Once this high is crossed, then these two highs, then we will eventually head towards 17,800. But I'm expecting it to hit 17,800. Reason is VIX is going down. It has given a breakdown, and the stocks and sectors are looking good, but it is going to be a step-by-step process. We will see. Okay, the condition is we should not break the previous bottom. That's the whole condition. All right. Okay, now let us see Nifty Bank. Look here, it is a nice breakout. Okay, from the falling wedge. This is what we have discussed also last week. Okay, nice falling wedge breakout. This gap was not filled. I think slight gap is left. I think it should not be a problem because there are so many gaps left here which are unfilled. Okay, even in the past. So it's not a big gap if it is not filled. If it fills, it would have been a good situation, but we went very close there. I think 463. We left a gap of around 80 points, but that's okay. If it is not filled, not to worry also. But this was a good doji on Friday. All right, so now once this high is crossed, that is 35,600, then we will head upside. Okay, so we can check the resistances. All right, so this can be a possible target. So 37,500. Okay, so this is the target what I'm seeing. Also there is a gap here. Can you see the gap here? 37 144 to 37 300. So you can say 37 150 to 37 500 is a resistance zone including this gap. Okay, and if I connect this trend line to this top, okay, I'll show you in different color. Okay, so red line is connecting this high, 4th April. Okay, so we have a target of 36 300 to 400. Okay, so the first target is 36 500, then 35 37 300 to 500. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. And also you can see that it is a higher top higher bottom formation. Right, so now the stop loss is here, but it's too deep, I know, as per the Dow theory, but we cannot keep that for a trading point of view. Maybe we will switch to hourly chart and we'll see how we have taken the bet here. All right, so let's look at here. If I connect, look here, so what is the low? 34,000. Okay, what is the stop loss we have taken? 33,800, right? So somewhere close to this trend line itself. So if this breaks, then we might go a little downside. Okay, but now you see, since Nifty was close to the important supports, hence I also went long in Bank Nifty. I didn't even wait for this gap to be filled, and you can see clearly a good bounce of around 300 points from there, right? So if I connect this trend line, I think this high, that is the Friday high, 34,900. So once that is crossed, I think we will have some momentum in Bank Nifty. So then what we can do, once this high is crossed, okay, look at here. Okay, you can either keep this low as a stop loss, or as of now, because that is the low. Now we are here. Once this high is crossed, we will shift our stop loss to this level. Okay, so we'll simply follow the Dow theory. That's all. All right. So that's why we took long in Nifty and Bank Nifty. All right. And then the ICICI Bank, why we took the trade, we will quickly discuss. We will not waste much time. Look here. This was a good retest of previous gap area also here, right? So the bottom was close to 738. As I said, I did not wait till here. There was a good indication from Nifty that we could bounce also, so we have a good candle, right? And we also discussed in the last class that this stock will take resistance at 777, okay, and it did reverse from that zone. I think crossing this high, okay, if you have missed it, if you have a better trade, okay, enter here, keep this low as a stop loss, because you can see, okay, bottom, bottom, bottom. So once this trend line is crossed, buy, okay, that is around 775. What is the level here? 777. So what is the high here? 772. So moment 772 is crossed, okay, I would say, wait a minute, let me draw it correctly so that we don't get trapped. Okay, what I would do is I'll take this high 778. Okay, so what will happen, we will cross the, we already crossed it, okay, so we have made a trend change already. Once this high is also taken away, okay, what will happen, this will take out this high and this high also, and we'll have a clear signal. So what we can do, a buy above 778. If you have missed it, then keep this whatever low here at that moment. When 778 will be crossed, check the low. If this low is not breached, that is 744, this is the Friday high low, okay, then that would be the stop loss, okay. Then you can play for the range, all right. This range also be the target, or you can connect this range can also be the target. I think my targets are, minimum targets are 820, 860 first, because that's the previous levels. So I think we can trade that. All right. So this is what we have discussed. All right. And then SBI also discussed. We expected a dip from 490 levels. Look what happened. So beautiful, isn't it? Perfect dip. Now easy trade, very easy trade. Okay, let this high is crossed. As I said in the last class, the trend change has to come by crossing this level. That would be too late. Okay, now what will happen? Now let us say this is the low, because we have made the trend change here already. Now crossing this high, take the long, that is 490, or what is the exact level, if to be precise, 492. Yeah, 492. So buy above 493, then this low will be the stop loss. But we have already taken an entry, because I'll show you the reason. Okay. See, this was the result day candle. Okay. When I connect that, that was retested. Okay. So let this high is crossed. If you want, you can take the entry there, then keep this as a stop loss. All right. Or else, as I said, we have already taken this long here, because I don't want to buy too late. Okay. So this will be the stop loss. On any dips, I will add. This is the previous low, that is around 450, if I'm correct. Yeah, 457. I took 1% or 1.5% more. Okay. And then we can write this. All right. So then the target of 590 will open, but first it will be 520 and 540, then 590 to 650 later on. Okay. This is one thing. And I have also talked about Bank Baroda. Right. So clearly this was in a trend change. So this high was crossed, right? and then you can see it's making higher top, higher bottom. Now this is the stop loss, to be honest. Okay, but you know, we cannot keep that low stop loss, but that's the rule it is, right? So there is a clear cut trend change. So any dips we will be adding, and this will be my stop loss. All right, and ICICI you can look at hourly chart also, get the much uh, better view about the stock. Look here, I think if this is crossed, all right, look here, if this high is crossed, that is Thursday, sorry, Friday high, 759, let's say 760. Okay, then it will be more momentum. Okay, then see, you can either buy above this high. If you are conservative, you can keep this as a stop loss. Buy above 759, stop loss 744. That is Friday low. That can also be done. Okay, so this is how you have to find the trades. This is how you have to look at the charts, weekly, daily, and hourly to enter. All right, and then probably you can fix the stop losses based on Dow theory or based on your risk. You can keep this low as a stop loss or this previous low as a stop loss. That is too deep, I know. Okay, so but that's how it is. All right, so this is what we have uh, taken. Okay, and one more trade what we have taken was Bharat Electronics at 236, right? So look at here, I will delete this. See, even if you just follow the Dow theory, how things can help you also, right? See, it was in an uptrend. Okay, this was the previous low. When the breakout happened, went out to make a new high, and then dipped. Okay, now you have the highs and lows. Okay, now you can clearly see the stock is consolidating within this range. And then what happened? It made a high here, came down. Okay, same level, gone up, little higher. There was a swing high here, and there was a swing. Okay, crossed it. Buy here. Keep this as a stop loss or this low as a stop loss. It's up to you as per the risk. But I would keep these two low are same, so 223 will be my stop loss. If not, you can keep this also, 215. This is much safer also. Okay, and now we have taken the trend. All right, so it has given a breakout, right? So just check it. See here, this is hourly chart. See, it has given a breakout by crossing these two swing highs also. Now when we cross 250 mark, then I think the results are good. Stock should open up at least 5 rupees minimum, right? So it will cross this high. So 250 will be crossed. All right, so then we'll have confirmation of this triangle. Okay, so you have this triangle, the confirmation will be made even on the daily chart. Okay, so this will be the late signal. Okay, the early would have been 240. Okay, so if you take the middle leg, so 220, 250, 30 rupees. So the breakout is at 243, add 30, 275. If you take the larger base, okay, 260 and 215, so 30, 45 rupees, 45 plus 245, so it's like 290. So 275 to 290 are likely targets. Okay. And I'll show one more way to get into the stock. Okay, how you have to observe it, I'll show you. Okay, see, many asked me how we have got into this stock so early and we waited so long. How did the conviction come? Okay, I'll show you. See, first thing is the stock is in uptrend, no doubt. Higher top, higher bottom, all right, and then it went into a consolidation. Okay, and then the breakout came here, right? So these were the bottoms. Okay, now once this high is made, okay, I know that next bottom will be higher bottom than this. Okay, and before breaking out, there was one more bottom here. Okay, once stock came to this level, okay, after such a retracement, one can buy. Okay, one can buy here, keeping this low as a stop loss. Look at the distance, how much you can lose. Okay, at this point you have to see the RSI, uh, the support levels, everything. Okay, and also it was actually retesting this breakout here. Okay, this was one entry. Okay, and other way is, okay, just look what happened. It went here, gone up, went here, did not make significant high, and then higher bottom, gone up, higher bottom. See, bottom started going up here within this leg. This was an early indication, and also look at the RSI, bottom was going up, and then there was a breakout, early signal. Okay, so what you could have done is, you could have entered here. I'll show you on the hourly chart. Since you know that it has started making higher bottom, it could break out. What you do, this high connected. Just check this. See, even on hourly chart, there was a higher bottom. Cross here, buy. Stop loss, you keep this or keep this. What is the low here? 230 or 231, around about 1 or 2 rupees. Okay. So what is the entry here? 235. See, you are keeping just 4 to 5 rupees stop loss. Not even more. You could have entered here itself. Okay, that was one chance. Second chance was when these two swing highs were taken out. Okay, and also the breakout has come at 243. And what is this level? Around 242 something. So then you could keep 230, 243 you buy. Either you keep this as a stop loss. Wait a minute. You buy here, keep this as a stop loss. If conservative, or this low, or this low, or even this low, totally up to you. I always keep little larger stop losses because I want to ride big. I want to take a big move. So I keep larger stop loss. If you are conservative also, just follow the Dow theory. Look at the lows on hourly chart. Keep them or trial it. Okay, if not, see, assume that you brought here. Okay, high, then low, high, low, high. So once this high is crossed, shift the stop loss here. Once this high is crossed, shift the stop loss here. Now, even if you are long at 236, you can keep the stop loss 239. Okay, you can still come out 2-3 rupees in profit. Okay, so let us wait Monday. Let's see whether this high will be taken away, right? So then we can ride this for next higher target. So let us see where is the resistance coming also. If I connect this high and this high, okay, recent highs, okay, because they will act as resistance. So let us see where it is coming. 280. So I think, as I said, the first target is middle leg 275. I would book 70% because it's a derivative. You are not investing for years in derivatives. Maybe 1, 2, 3 months is fine. So book out some profit. If it takes a resistance here at 275, 279 with a hourly candle like doji or something like that, try to book out fully. Let's see what happens later on. Okay, reason, I think if I show you, okay, I'll show you. Yeah, I think maybe on the weekly chart I can get it. Okay, look here. It took resistance there last time, but since this is a too long term, I should use actually the log chart. Okay, then actually things will change. Okay, then the uh, resistance will be 320. Okay, so now for the trading point of view, 275 to 280 is first target. I think getting 40 rupees in future is a big trade actually. Okay, it's like 15%. Nobody trades that long. Okay, I think you can make use of the leverage there and book out, right? So this is how you can book it out, right? So I'll show you one more stock, NTPC and Coal India. Okay, how things are setting up. These could be our future trades, right? And we will be ready also. See, anyway, I think this I will change it, right? I shared this chart when it was at 135 or something like that. Okay, from November. Okay, so almost, right, it held. So here is the entry. I'll show you. You knew that. See, when you know this is the trend line, you could have taken a long here, keep previous low as a stop loss. Okay, and now see what happened, right? There was a dip, intermediate top, higher bottom, crossed. Long here, 143. This is a stop loss. 143 long, 135 stop loss. Okay, now where it can head and where we have to book profit. Okay, see here. Okay, I think this will take resistance at 54, 55. Okay, it may not cross it first time because look at the distance it traveled, 136 to 155. Give a dip, then breakout. This will be the best buy and this will be the stop loss. And then I would expect 180, 190 levels. Okay, so but as of now, try to book profit around this resistance zone 154, 155. Let it dip, wait for this dip, okay, and then we can buy this dip. Okay,
You're not audible anymore.
I got the connection back.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you enter? Okay, I'll show you a simple trick, right? What you should do, you should better book the position here. Reason is it is an important resistance, already traveled this much distance and the confirmation is above this, because when you break out, the confirmation as per the Dow theory is here. Okay, if it does, that's okay, but what I would do, I would actually wait. If it dips. Okay, how to enter and how to keep the stop loss. Okay, when it is dipping on the hourly chart, you will have this highs and lows connected. When it comes out, okay, then you buy, keep this low as a stop loss. Okay, you don't have to wait till here, but if you want, you can do that as a trader, but in future, see, buying at 145 and 156, it's like 70, 80,000 risk. Okay, that's how you should do, the way we did it in Nifty right away. Okay, okay, so yeah, no, I showed you the putting the stop losses. Okay, there is no smart trick. Okay, the trick is very simple, either Dow theory, last low, trend line, or moving average. Okay, what I would do, I would keep 1 or 2 points below the particular level. See, if it is 135, I'll keep 132, so 133 or 134. Okay, so it cannot be exact level, so you have to keep at least, I would say 1%, 1% below previous low. Okay, that would be better because these days it will click and go away. Okay, see, that is all stop loss hunting, this, that, blah, blah, blah. That is a different story. I think we don't know how they do it. Okay, they just say it, but better to keep uh, low and 1% below that. That's better. Okay, or follow the line chart closing basis, or follow candle 1%. Totally up to you. Any one method. Okay, right. Okay, then we'll move to Coal India. Look here, I think I have already shared this stock. Okay, if you look at the monthly chart, okay, these are the bottoms, two bottoms, three bottoms. So this will be a resistance. So 235, 240 is a resistance. I don't think this will be crossed so easily. Okay, I expect it to go here, dip, and then cross. Okay, so now we know on monthly it can take a resistance at 236. So we will keep that in mind. Then go to weekly. Okay, before that, I'll show you monthly again. Okay, this is a normal chart. Okay, this is anyway broken away. Okay, this long-term trend change has happened. Okay, trend change, retest, and then this is gone. Now, if you look at the log chart, when you look at two large picture and two long-term, better use log charts. Okay, just check here. When you connect this high, this first time it resisted. If you remember, I think in 2021, me and Sandesh, I think we discussed it and we shared a lot of charts here. Why this stock can fall from 200 better to book profit, because it was testing this 2015 to 2021 trend line. Not easy to cross in one go. It took a dip, right? See, again it made an attempt and then it went below but closed above, just above that. Now it is trying to sustain above that. Look at all 3-month candles, 4-month candles. Despite so much volatility in the market, the stock is still at 193. Right now you can see it is taking a support there. This is the monthly chart. Right now, move to weekly chart. All right, so okay, higher top, higher bottom, higher top, higher bottom. All right, okay, and then sorry, now this is the low, this is the high, so almost same high. All right, now it is consolidating. Okay, so this will be the low. Once it breaks out, this will be the stop loss, but that will be too deep for futures. We cannot do it, but for cash trading it is better. I think the moment this trend line is broken, okay, look here, this red line which is connecting this top, this top, this top. Look at that, how many tops are connecting? 5. An important breakout. So we can go to 235, 240. We know that now as per the monthly chart there is a resistance. Okay, where is this breakout coming? So around about 200 to 201. Okay, so we need to close above that on weekly basis. This is weekly chart. So now move to daily chart. Look here, I will remove this. Okay, now there is also a resistance if I connect this high and this high. Okay, so that is coming around 211, 212. Okay, what I would do, okay, now it is making a triangle. Let it cross this high. I will buy and then I will keep this as a stop loss, whatever low. Okay, I am not sure still because it is still to break this high, but confirmation as per the Dow theory is here. Okay, and once with this is also crossed, I think this trend line will act as resistance, then we will have much higher targets. But if you play here, what you should do, buy above here, play till this target first, book around 210 to 212, no problem. I know the targets will open for 235, 236, but this trend line, connecting this high can be a hurdle. So I will book out and see how stock performs. If this trend line is broken, let's say 213, 214, then I will enter again, keeping whatever that breakout candle low or previous candle low as a stop loss, and then I will play for 236 or 240. Okay, right now it is looking like this, and then let's move to hourly chart. Look here, where you could have entered. Okay, see, it was a higher bottom here and then gone down here and then intermediate top. Look here, higher bottom. This was the bottom, this was the higher bottom. Okay, either you buy above here, enter here, keep this as a stop loss, or you buy above this, keep this low as a stop loss. Simple Dow theory. Buy here, stop loss is this. Okay, once this is crossed, okay, then you will have momentum towards 210, 212. Okay, so early entry could have been, I'll show you one more way. See here, the moment it comes out of this trend line, so this fall is over. Okay, so anyway this fall is over because it has already come out of this trend line. So it was consolidating, making a higher bottom. I will enter here, keep this low as a stop loss. Okay, or now I will wait for crossover of this high, then stop loss is this, buy, stop loss. You know the targets. 212 is an important resistance, so we will book out there. So what will be the risk? Above 196 you have to buy, 189, so 7 rupees stop loss. Okay, so I think the lot size is 3200 or 4200. Yeah, 4200, so it's like 30,000 risk, and what you get is around 15 to 16 rupees, so double. 7 rupee risk, 15, 16 rupees reward, so that will be a good trade also. Okay, what is the difference between log chart and normal chart? This is what we have discussed in 2021, a special class in detail. Okay, you have to recall that. All right, okay, and then maybe I will take up Nifty metal and one more indice to see how things are working out. Okay, right now look at the monthly chart first. Okay, it retested on monthly chart. Okay, I do not have this data. I think I mean this is the high we can consider. All right, so on as per that, this is the retest, but we have to see for a trend change. But the problem is this is the monthly chart. Okay, this is broken, so it might take more time. Okay, it's not just a simply retest. Okay, it is also a break of this important rally also, so it might go sideways also. You never know, it might go sideways for a couple of months. Okay, this is the monthly chart, and then we will look at weekly chart. Okay, weekly there is a doji here. Look here, there is a good doji, follow up, confirmation also came. Okay, even on the weekly chart you can see very clearly the trend is broken. Right, so all the important lows are broken, so it's not going to be easy. So we will hit the resistance here. That's what I feel. Okay, we will get a bounce, but any bounce to this line will be sold off. I'll remove this also. Okay, so this dotted line is coming around 5500. So with time it will go up actually. Okay, maybe 5600 also. So if there is a good rally in the market, this can go up here. And maybe, as I said, since this is the first sell-off, which is breaking a lot of lows, okay, this is a good trend change. So this can retrace 50-60% also. Okay, so where the 50-60% retracements are there? Let's see. The 50% is 5600 and 61 is 5900. So these levels are possible. Okay, but as I said, I am not so bullish on this index. This can be just a bounce back trade. Okay, it can take a lot of time to come back again. Okay, because it has broken important supports in faster time. Look at the candle count: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10, but it was broken here itself. So 8 candles only it was broken. So look at the last lows. Even if you take the last 3 or 4 lows, see how many candles it took: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. 18 candle lows broken in 8 candles. This is weekly chart, so it's not a strong signal to me. Okay, this might struggle. I would say langda tyagi. Okay, so it can be that kind of move. So any rise till 5600 5900 can be used to exit. Okay, it has to make a trend change, maybe go up here, come back, make a higher bottom, then cross it, then it will be an important trend change. But on weekly chart, this can be just a bounce back. I don't see a big move actually in metals as of now. Okay, so we will see the weekly chart, sorry, daily chart now. Okay, let us remove this Fibonacci and then see the trend line. Okay, so I think this has broken this trend line. So this high, this was a free high. Okay, 2 3 almost 4. Look here, higher bottom, a trend change has come. Okay, I think this low will be the stop loss. Once this high is crossed, then there will be a momentum. I think you can see this range. Look at this candle, 11th July. The next candles are within that candle range. So once this high 49.48 is crossed, expect some momentum in metal stocks. Okay, it can go up to this gap area. I'll show you the gap. See, there is a small gap here. So this can be 50 to 100. So 5100, then 5300, then 5600. So it will go step by step, but it won't be a big rally like before. So clearly the trend is broken. Okay, so clear. So go up, maybe a double bottom, higher bottom, then cross it. But again, it might go into a sideways for some more months also. Okay, but I'm not so positive. All right, maybe if you look at hourly chart, you might get a better picture also. Right, see, there was a good higher bottom. Right, here top, right, broken, retest. Now it's in a range. So let it cross this high and then keep this stop loss. If you are playing, I think you can take some longs in metal stocks. I don't get into individual stock right now. Maybe you can keep this low as a stop loss. See, either this low or this low as per the metal index, 4680 or 4750. So I would say 4680 would be the better stop loss because it has consolidated and given a breakout. look at individual stock, but I would go with the strength. Okay, I don't want to go with a horse which is injured. Okay, we don't know how long it can take time to recover. I mean, how fast it can run, it is difficult to predict. Okay, so I would go with a horse which is healthy, which is running, which is having strength. So go with leaders, autos, banks, private banks, and you can check other stocks also. All right, and then last index, okay, is Nifty IT. Okay, could be the same scenario. Okay, still no higher bottom. This low is broken, right? So we have a intermediate tops here. So till these tops are taken out, we can't expect a good rally. But that's at 28,600. Now we are at 26,600. So 2,000 points is too far, right? So we will look at weekly chart and the monthly chart and see what is happening. All right. So if I look at the weekly chart, okay, so this is actually 2019, 2020 highs here. Will it go there? That's too far. Okay, that's too far. Okay, but the trend is down as of now. Okay, if you look at the normal scale, look here. This is monthly chart. Okay, this was the low. See, once that trend line and the lows are broken, gone down straight away. As per monthly chart, no signal. Okay, as per weekly chart, any buying signal, no reversal candle. Okay, clear cut downside. Look here, this low, this low. Look, in two candles it was broken. This was the first signal. Faster retracement always give you the first signal of trend change. Look what happened. Lower high. Okay, and then all those lows were broken and then gone down. So now there is no sign yet on weekly chart also. It is still down. Okay, daily chart. Okay, so you can bring RSI and everything. See what happened. RSI part. See, it was oversold here. It's not making any improvement. It has almost gone to 50 levels, and see what the index has done. Gone down. The oversold situation was here at 32,500. Now we are at 26,500. Another 6,000 points we have gone down. Okay, but the selling might have reduced or it might reduce, but it can take longer time also. Okay, see here. So we need to come out of this trend line, right? So you cross this trend line, then I would say some momentum can come, but it won't be a straight away breakout. Maybe a hit there, then dip, and then cross out. Okay, we will look for this kind of situation. Okay, but yes, when you look at inverted chart, you will understand what is happening. See, it still has potential to go down further. Okay, so 25,000 can be a good, sorry, 25,200. So this can be a good support. Okay, so then this will look like distribution on inverted chart. Then probably here, you have to break. So the selling might be slowing down at current levels. So we will wait for reversal because we don't have on daily chart, we don't have a signal on weekly chart. We still have to break out. Okay, maybe if we see an hourly chart, okay, right. So there is no signal yet, even on hourly chart. Maybe look at if you want to enter any stocks because there is a oversold situation and divergence, but as I said, The sector is so weak. Okay, the things are not working here. So better to give a pass. So as I said, IT and metal are weakest. Okay, maybe you know you can do one thing. If the high is crossed, okay, then you can take an entry. This should be the stop loss at 26 189. Otherwise you might go down to 25,000 odd levels. Okay, this index can still struggle. There is no bottoming sign as per monthly, weekly and daily also. Okay, on hourly chart you might get some bounce back to this level 27,800 if Nifty rallies, because there is a gap here also. This can be filled also. Okay, so wait for it. All right, so yeah, okay, I will look at Nifty PSU and private bank index also. Okay, okay, so this is Nifty PSU daily chart, right? This is what we have discussed. Now any resistance again here, see already this high is crossed, there is a trend change. I would book profit here. Okay, still even though SBI gives a breakout or whatever, I'll keep book a profit here. I'll wait for a dip. It might be a small dip and then crossing this high, then I'll be extremely bullish. Okay, but where is the resistance here? So the resistance is at 2750. So from here is like 170 180 points. So by then stock will move really good. Okay, but still I will book profit any rise to this trend line. Let it dip or let it give a breakout, let it cross the trend line. But this is an important trend line. I don't see a breakout in one go. In case of Canara Bank, SBI, we have seen that. Okay, we expected a dip from 222 223 levels, it has come out. Okay, so we will see that. Okay, Nifty private. All right, it's the same as Bank Nifty. All right, see here, trend change, retest. All right, similar to Bank Nifty chart only, nothing different, because everything will be ruled by ICICI, HDFCs. So this will be a similar chart. Okay, so we will trade for this move to 19,000. There is also a gap here, 18,800. So this will be our first targets. Okay, when index reach this level, I would try to book some profit. Okay, at resistance, try to book, wait for a dip or crossover. Okay, when it is reaching that resistance for the first time, try to book. Okay, because the distance will be too large. Now the travel distance will be too large. Okay, I will try to book, give a breakdown, give a dip, then cross, then again we will enter. Okay, and then last will be Canara Bank to discuss why we booked at those levels or what we have discussed. See how it behaved perfectly. We expected a dip right from this zone, right? So I said, look at this important trend line and look at the distance it traveled. It won't be easy to cross. It dipped. Now break this trend line. I'll be super bullish on this stock. And then 250, 270, 300 will open. Okay. So now it has dipped. Now go to hourly chart. Right. So there was as I said, I bought it based on Nifty PSU index close to the support, and also look this high to be crossed. Okay, once that's done, then we can enter, or we have already entered it. All right. So okay, so my 60 minutes are over. So we discussed Nifty, Bank Nifty, private bank index, PSU, metal index, Nifty IT. Okay, we discussed NTPC, Coal India, BEL, ICICI Bank, SBI, Canara Bank, and what else? Nifty PSU also. I will finish it off so that we will close it up. Okay, look here. It is making a lower top, lower bottom. Okay, and then we have this situation. Now we are here. So once this high is crossed, we have already higher bottom in place. This is the low, this is the bottom. Okay, then you cross it, trend change. Okay, and look at the trend line also. Look here, that trend change will also cross the trend line. So crossing trend line, crossing previous high, super bullish. So again, I would expect 4500, but as I said, next level targets, but we can keep first target this bottom. Look here, there is a resistance here, is it not? So 3950, there will be some resistance. So what can happen from this zone? It can dip a bit, okay, and we might test it, and once that is also crossed, then super bullish. Okay, then you can keep this target, this high, this high, this high, so around 4200. So this can go there, dip, cross. So it is going to be a step by step. So you have to see things like this. But when you look at weekly chart, it is already right. Okay, let's look at monthly chart. Okay, this is yet to make that big trend change. Okay, see here, 2008, or sorry, 2007. Okay, and then almost here, look at here, already two attempts. Okay, and we are consolidating at higher end of the range. Okay, big range, 14 years, 15 years breakout. Okay, this will be a super bullish move, and you can call it this as a flag on monthly chart. Okay, so things are heating up. One, two, already two attempts, because it is a 15 year. I told you it's not going to be easy, but I will say next breakout will be more powerful. Okay, I think it can happen, right? So we might go to 4500 and then dip a bit, maybe 4200, 40 to 50 or whatever, and then breakout. Okay, we will look at the weekly chart. Just look at the weekly chart. See this high, this high, this high. Okay, tested here, tested here, tested here, retest. Also, you can call it's not perfect, but kind of a inverted head and shoulder, but doesn't make any difference to me. I'll not look at patterns, but important tops are retested. All right, now you can see good range, 3700, 4500, 800 points. So above 4500 you can expect 5300. Okay, but it's not going to be a straight way. All right, so what I would say, go up, dip, then breakout. Once this breakout comes, okay, then your stop loss will be lowered. Okay, still making higher top, higher bottom formation. There's a good reversal candle on weekly, and then look at the daily chart, right? So easy, no confusion. Okay, look at here. See, if this fall is over. See, this fall is over. Okay, once this high is crossed, you will also cross this trend line. Easy. Then you can target this range. Okay, so this is how you can play. So then the Coal India, NTPC, Power Grid, all those things will come into play. All right. Okay, so with this, I end my session. So yes, you can use dark theory on 15-minute and 30-minute also. For example, okay, um, Nifty itself. Okay, I'll use 15-minute. 15-minute is, it gives early signal. Also, you will have perfect 25 candles. The candle shape will not change. See here. See on 15-minute chart also. Okay, you are making lower top, lower bottom. Okay. Again, then you made a top, then higher bottom, and then thus high is crossed. See, your stop loss is here now, 15,920. This is as per the 15-minute chart. Okay, you can play as per 15-minute chart also. Alright. Okay, any questions? HL, okay. HL, I'll also add it. This is our position also. Oh, sorry. Hindustan Aerotech. All right. See, I will change to hourly chart. Okay, now you see, okay, this trend line we know. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, so now it is close to the important trend line. This low is coming here. Okay, that's low is around 1700. So that's why my stop loss is the trend line which is connecting these two lows. Okay, below that. Okay, since it is holding from February, it's an important trend line, may not break it at one go. And you can see it is a time pass correction also. It's not something like this or even something like this. It is just going sideways. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, second thing is you can see there is a range also. All right, so I would see a movement in the stock once this comes out of this range. Okay, so then we will add more position here if you want, or else what I will do, okay, in order, since we have so many other opportunities, I might try to book a profit here or exit the stock here. I won't win a profit, I'm sure. I'll exit somewhere close to the cost. Okay, then let it dip or whatever, then I will buy on the breakout. Okay, because I don't have margin, so I have to churn some stocks, so we can do that as well. But as I said, once this range is taken out, then we will move to this high, 1740, 1750. So as I said, this will be the big range in that case. So 1700 to 1950. So 250 rupees point. So what will happen above 1950? So target will be 2200. So that we will play out. Okay, that will be our next target. Okay, that will be a boom, but that will take some time. Okay, it won't be easy. So it's like you have to go here, dip a bit, because it will be an important resistance from June, and then breakout. So whenever this dip happens, I will buy, keeping this recent low as a stop loss in that case. But now first our focus is to get to 1950. Okay, 19, what is the exact level if I'm correct? Yeah, like 40 or 50. Okay, so above that it will be a boom. I think I am expecting 2400, 2500 also, because then this flag will come into play. You know what will happen? This will be a flag. Okay, flag target is 200. Okay, look at the pole. Pole is 500 rupees. So 2450 to 2500. So these will come into play. Then people will come out with so many reports on HAL, why you should buy it, why this stock is bullish. All the stories will come later on. Okay, we'll see that later. Okay, with that, I will end my session. I have 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Shivaji, this is Suresh here.
Hi.
Yeah, one question. So, when you take trade in, cash segment as well as the futures, so, deciding trade on the future. So, any additional criteria or data points you check, or whether you are whatever you are using for shortlisting for cash segment, right? So, are you differentiating? This is just my question.
Okay,
Well,
but
analyzing the chart.
honestly,
Hmm.
I don't check any other data because future data or future price is reflection of spot.
Hmm.
Okay, the underlying asset for future is spot itself. So I will look at spot chart, what is happening there. Okay,
Hmm.
so we are, I mean, India as a market, we still do not have that much influence on futures, where you can actually, it doesn't happen like this. Cash is, I mean, once in a while or few stocks can happen, but not on the overall market. It's like, say, on spot, the stock is up 50 rupees, but in future, it is up 20 rupees or 30 rupees, except
Hmm.
dividend part. Okay. So still do not
Okay.
have that much influence, on spot market by future. So usually the future market is just a reflection of spot. Okay,
Hmm.
whatever happens in the spot will be reflected there with the premium and discount difference. So look at spot with RSI, volume and everything, and then maybe you can apply this open interest concept to futures. Okay, then you will
Hmm.
see new longs are built or longs are unwinded, shorts built or shorts are covered, all the stories you can cook up. But at the
Okay.
end of the day, the input is always spot market.
Hmm.
Analyze spot, you don't have to see all my trades. I don't look at, have you seen me analyzing open interest also?
No, I never, I
Have you
never.
seen? Yeah, have you seen me analyzing option data also? People will come up and say, no, there is a resistance, there is a huge open interest at this level. It may not cause, but open interest again may not give you. See, do you have a target of, say, given on BL, let's say 290, 300 targets as per open interest data? See, open interest will guide you for some percentage. Maybe on
Hmm.
Nifty, it can be 200, 300 or 500 points. On stock, it can be 5% or 10%. But you cannot get bigger targets as per the open interest. Okay, it can help you where the maximum positions are built. But when you actually look at the chart, when you look at the resistance, always looking at those resistances, book there, let it dip, buy again after breakout.
Hmm.
So that could be a wise decision. So you don't have to track too many things. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it leads to confusion again.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, one question. We have lots of scripts. How do we pick the stocks and monitor? Is it based on sector or based on individual stocks or any other? Okay, first, as I said, in the 2021 trading classes, we also discussed how to scan the sectors. This is always a top-down approach. Look at Nifty, Bank Nifty trends, Sensex, okay? Then look at the sectors and look at the sector components. Look at the weightage. Look at the individual stocks there, which is having a better chart. Then pick that. Okay, and then I have shown you how we scan the F&O stocks from the listed, you know, uh, and then how to pick the best stock. Okay, that scanning manual scan I have shown you also in the two. I think there are three classes from 2021. I have made a folder in 2022 drive also. 2021 trading classes. Okay, there are 3 classes. Go there, watch them. I think a lot of your confusions, doubts will be answered. Okay. Okay, any questions? Okay, I hope today's session was a little different. I tried to keep it little different. We discussed how we can take future trades, stop losses, how to find next trades, where to book, all right, how to enter, how to see larger picture, keep those things in mind and play step by step with the current scenario. Okay, I think this will help out. All right, keep practicing. We have a lot of trades taken, and keep sharing. uh, I would request Sandesh to send me that sheet. Okay, we'll start entering the trades there. Okay, whatever trades you take, we will enter there and we will analyze. In the next classes, we will have 10 minutes review of those trades also. Okay.
Sure,
Okay,
I'll do
thank
that.
you so much. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice evening and nice weekend. See you next week. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.